Oh, this? Oh, that's just my DIY film negative dryer that I built with my bare paws. Hands, not bare. I don't have bare. My hair is in this growing out stage where it's doing some really fun things. I look like the mom from the Partridge Family. So I'm sure I don't need to preface this. I'm not a professional. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't Google shit. Actually, that's a lie. I did try to Google, but not a lot comes up when you look up DIY film dryer. I don't know what I'm doing. I am merely showing you everything I bought and everything I did. I tried to do this like really cool stop motion thing of like all the ingredients that I bought. Not ingredients. What is the word? Ingredient. All of the ingredients is food. Things? What is the word? I did a stop motion of all the ingredients. We're sticking with that word. We're sticking. A number of the items ended up like needing to be switched out because they were wrong. So I will cross that bridge when we get to it. It'll be, I'll put it at the end. It'll be at the end. Now, personally, I went with brand new items so that I could ensure that the only dust and dirt that got on there was my own fault. I wanted to keep it budget friendly, but also not have to rebuild it anytime soon. So I wanted some longevity. If you are on like a super budget, you can either get used items or just hang it in your shower for free. Get that hot water cranking so all the steam builds up and all the dust falls to the floor, and hang your film in there, and it's free. So the cabinet that I bought was from IKEA called a Godishus. I made all of my cuts before putting the cabinet together. I took the top of the cabinet and the filter I wanted to use and just like traced it. I did some light measuring, but it's not perfect. It just needed to be on the top and sort of centered. I also sanded it. Like, look at me, just looking like I know what I'm doing. I don't even know what grit that is, okay? When I was finished with the top, I took one of the side boards and drilled 2 equally distanced-ish holes. That felt awful to say. I drilled 2 3-inch holes per side panel. So 4 total holes. God, I can't stop saying holes. I hate it. I don't want to say the word holes anymore. Okay, 2 3-inch holes per side panel for a total of 4 3-inch holes. Then I inserted 3-inch vents into the 3-inch holes. You know what? You know what? This project tested my patience so many times. You try finding out that your Black & Decker drill is not strong enough to drill 4 3-inch holes in 2 side panels. Oh, fuck. I had 4 holes to drill and my drill was struggling to get through just the one, so I went and I bought a new one. I needed one anyway. It's more powerful. We're doing great. Oh my god. So then I built the IKEA cabinet as instructed. Not super interesting, but if you want some footage, there is footage. If I had to do this over again, I would do everything before putting the IKEA cabinet together. I'm just throwing that out there if you're watching this and you're like, I'm gonna build that. Everything I'm about to do can be done before you put the cabinet together. I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to utilize heat, and then I bought an exhaust fan, which is the exact wrong thing that I need, because the way that this fan works is once the room is cooled down to a certain temperature, it shuts off. Thankfully for this fan, you could just remove the temperature gauge and just use it as a regular fan. The exhaust fan had these bug slats that I removed. They were just attached to the fan portion with these little metal tabs, almost like a picture frame. Cool. That works. And with the metal tabs lifted up on the fan portion, I actually used that as the guide to put the wood frame around the fan. So this is actually a bed slat that I got from Home Depot for a couple bucks. Bought a few of these and I just cut them to the dimensions that I needed to make the wood frame. The frame needs enough space between the filter and the fan for airflow. I decided to build a frame around the fan so that I could create distance between the fan and the filter, and also so that I could easily remove the fan. I decided against attaching the fan permanently to the cabinet because being able to remove the fan completely means that I can also clean it completely. I measured these holes incorrectly, so the screw head just like went straight through it. Luckily I had some screws and washers that worked, and so I'll put that in the list with the other items that I used. I wanted there to be like some kind of bumper when you set the fan down. I put weather stripping on the bottom of the frame and on the outskirts of the frame. It was a total bonehead move. It was the wrong choice.
Terrible idea. I don't know why I went with weather stripping.
I didn't realize that the one that I bought was double sticky sided. I removed all of the weather stripping, and on the frame it left this horrible, nasty residue that I covered with duct tape. So I traced the weather stripping, removed it, and decided that I would use the tracing as a guide for corners, wooden corners. And then I thought, why just do the corners, Jesse? Just do a whole outer frame and then it'll be extra secure. And then I thought, how are you gonna lift it up if you got a wood frame covering the whole outer part of it? And I just feel like I could keep improving on this forever. I'm just gonna use a camera strap. Done. And I also added L brackets for extra security. If I did this over, I would get 2-inch brackets and secure them on the outside of the frame, not the inside. I just had to make do because I had 1-inch brackets. And then I added latches to the outer and inner frame just for added security because I know my dumb ass is gonna like move the cabinet somewhere while the fan is still plugged in and the whole thing's gonna rip out of the ceiling. Just let me feel safe. Okay, so the filter. The filter is set on 4 wood planks that are secured from the inside for easy removal. You just remove the fan from the top and lift it out. I think I probably got the crappiest planks of wood you can find. This is, oh boy, do better than me. This wood is actually so crappy that it kept splitting when I was screwing it to the cabinet, so I wrapped it in duct tape because I didn't want to have to go rebuy it. I would actually probably suggest any wood other than this. Paint sticks, rulers, hammer some nails into the ceiling, and then hit them sideways. Just need the filter to not fall through. I added casters to the bottom so that I could freely move it around the space, but it can tip over easily, so just be wary of that. I closed up a gap in the door with some weather sealing, and I added a latch to keep the doors closed while the film's drying. Okay, we've built this weird Dr. Seuss ass looking thing. Does it work? So when I measured the cabinet, it was the right size for a roll of 35mm film, but I didn't really account for the bar and the space between the top of the cabinet and the bar. And then not only that, but the space between the bar and the negative hanger thing that I had added. The whole thing overall adds like 5 or 6 inches, which means the film is too long for the cabinet. So that'll be the next thing that I improve on, is just shortening that distance so that I don't have to cut the film. I don't know if I filmed it, but on the bottom of the dryer, I added just a paint tray. Just add something to collect any moisture. I tested the drying time of the film with the fan on, and it was about 22 minutes from hanging completely soaked to completely dry and ready for archival sheets. And that's how, that's not how you build a film dryer. I mean, that's kind of it for this video. I don't know what the next video is gonna be. You know how people do get ready with me videos? And they'll be like, chatty get ready with me. What if I did like a chatty develop with me or something? I don't know. I think that could be kind of chill. I'm curious to know your thoughts. If you've built one, if you're gonna build one, if you're just watching this to laugh at me, whatever it is, let me know about it, because, you know, I'm nosy. I don't know how to sign off a video. I don't know how to sign off a video. What? Bye.
Crazy dream. At night I have those crazy dreams.